The Director General of the World Health Organization says there have been 220 suspected deaths in the current Ebola outbreak and that a delay in detecting cases meant responders are now playing catch-up. We are urgently scaling up operations, but at the moment the epidemic is outpacing us. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said on Monday, adding that countries bordering the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, should take immediate action. Australian activists detained by Israel while on a flotilla trying to deliver aid to Gaza have returned home. And organisers allege abuse, sexual assaults and beatings that put some detainees in hospital. One activist reached Melbourne on Sunday evening, while others arrived in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane on Monday.
The deadline to apply or nominate for Startup Battlefield 200 is Friday, May 27. This programme is your shot at VC access, global visibility, TechCrunch coverage and $100,000 in equity-free funding. If you're building a breakout startup or know a founder who is the time to move to Datey for the opportunity to take the TechCrunch Disrupt stage alongside 200 of the world's most promising early-stage startups.
Earlier this year, Lucra Sports founder and CEO Dylan Robbins did something that no one else has ever done. He landed famed public investor Cathie Wood and her ARK Invest venture fund as a lead in a startup fundraising round.
Pope Leo XIV published his first encyclical on Monday, dubbed Magnifica Humanitas, on safeguarding the human person in the time of artificial intelligence. And while AI is the hook, the problems Leo focuses on are older and more pervasive. Inequality, war, the erosion of democracy, and the concentration of power in the hands of those who don't necessarily care whether humanity writ large remains magnificent. Throughout the 200-page document, which the Pope presented alongside Anthropic co-founder Chris Olah, Leo argues that technology built and governed by a small elite cannot, by definition, serve the common good. The government of Azad, Jammu and Kashmir has announced a 3-day public holiday for Eid ul-Adha 2026, with offices and educational institutions set to remain closed across the region. According to the official notification, the holidays will be observed from May 26 to May 28 after approval from the AJK president. Under the schedule, all government offices in Azad, Kashmir will remain closed from Tuesday to Thursday. Government employees have announced protest sit-ins in Islamabad during the presentation of the Federal Budget 2026-27, stepping up pressure on the government over salaries, pensions and service-related demands. Under the banner of the All Government Employees Grand Alliance, workers plan to stage a demonstration outside the Ministry of Finance on June 4, followed by a sit-in outside Parliament House on June 5. Employee delegations from different parts of the country are expected to join the protest.
Pakistan men's national football team will return to international action next month at the Diamond Jubilee International Football Tournament in the Maldives, after its participation in the four-nation event was confirmed earlier. The four-nation event will be held from June 1 to 10 in Male, Maldives, with all matches scheduled at the National Football Stadium.
The tournament will feature Pakistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, and Afghanistan.
A major anti-encroachment operation has been launched at Government Qatar Hospital in Orangi town, leading to the recovery of hospital land after 45 years of illegal encroachment. During the operation, 3 hotels and several medical stores that had been illegally established on the government hospital's land were bulldozed.
Authorities sealed more than 20 transport terminals, arrested 6 people and suspended a terminal administrator during a major crackdown on overcharging and transport violations in Lahore. The enforcement operation was launched during a visit to the city's main Lari Adda by Punjab Transport Minister Bilal Akbar, advisor to the Chief Minister Zishan Malik and Deputy Commissioner Lahore Muhammad Ali Ijaz.
Islamabad. A fire which erupted in the capital's Margala Hills near the F5 sector on Monday was completely brought under control and the cooling process was underway. The district administration said, according to a statement, the fire has been completely brought under control and the cooling process is underway.
US President Donald Trump on Monday seemingly predicated an emerging Iran peace deal on Muslim-majority nations across the Middle East, and beyond normalising relations with Israel, this brand new demand came on the heels of a potential Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, between the US and Iran to end the war on all fronts and potentially lift oil waivers.
China and India are increasingly turning to Brazil to make up for lost oil supplies as the fallout from the US-Israel war on Iran continues to disrupt energy trade through the Strait of Hormuz, with oil harder to access and Russian supply largely constrained by sanctions. Asian buyers are scrambling for crude from suppliers seen as safer and more reliable.
5 days. That's all that's left to lock in one of the smartest advantages you can give yourself as a founder, investor or operator right now. Early bird savings for TechCrunch Disrupt 2026 end May 29 at 11:59 p.m. PT. Register now to save up to $410 before prices increase and secure your spot at the centre of the startup ecosystem. A property dispute turned deadly in Quetta after armed men allegedly opened fire on a family, killing 5 people, police said. According to police, the incident took place in the Chaki Shawani area, where attackers entered a house and carried out indiscriminate firing. A father, his 3 sons and a daughter died on the spot.
Direct flights between Iraq and Pakistan have resumed after an 86-day gap, with Iraq Airways operating its first arrival from Baghdad to Karachi early this morning. According to flight details, Iraq Airways Flight I-409 landed in Karachi at 4:53 a.m. with passengers on board, marking the restoration of direct service on the route.
Oppo has launched the Reno 16 and Reno 16 Pro smartphones in China. The new Reno lineup brings triple rear cameras, large batteries and MediaTek Dimensity chipsets. The Oppo Reno 16 features a 6.32-inch flat OLED display with a 2640 x 216 pixel resolution. The screen supports up to a 120 Hz refresh rate and up to 3600 nits of local peak brightness.
The Punjab government has approved the establishment of learning camps during summer vacations to help students continue their education during the break. However, the School Education Department has yet to issue an official notification regarding summer camps in government schools.
Bangladesh has decided to restore the words "Accept Israel" on its general passports, reversing a change made during the previous government's tenure. According to Bangladeshi media reports, Home Affairs advisor Salahuddin Ahmed told journalists that the restriction would once again be added to ordinary passports. He said the condition has already been implemented on diplomatic passports.
Authorities across the UAE have announced free public parking during the Eid al-Adha holiday as part of nationwide measures to ease travel and support residents during the long break. The temporary exemptions apply across major emirates, including Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah and Ajman. Multi-storey parking facilities in most emirates, however, will continue operating under normal paid tariffs. JBL has launched a new emerald green special edition of its Soundgear Clips open earbuds in China. The new version joins the existing colour options that were introduced when the earbuds launched last August. The Soundgear Clips already come in Copper Ghost, Black Ghost, White Ghost, Blue Ghost and Purple Ghost. The new emerald green version uses a translucent green shell with a darker internal tint, along with a green neck and gold accents. In the Rawat area of Rawalpindi, police have registered a case following an incident in which a woman and her daughter were injured during a reported domestic dispute involving a disagreement over a third marriage. According to the police and the complainant, the husband filed a report stating that his wife, Ayesha Imran, called him home urgently while he was at work.
Hospitals across Punjab are preparing for a surge in patients suffering from stomach disorders, food poisoning, hypertension and heart complications during Eid al-Adha, as excessive meat consumption increases health risks. Doctors in Lahore say hospitals receive a sharp rise in gastric and cardiac emergency cases every year after Eid prayers, when families consume large quantities of beef and mutton throughout the holiday. Saudi Arabia has announced revised visiting hours for pilgrims planning to visit Riyaz al-Jannah at Masjid-e Nabawi, along with updated permit booking details through the Nusuk app. Under the new schedules, will be allowed to visit the Holy Rota daily from 2 a.m. until Fajr prayers. A second daily window for men will remain open from 11:20 a.m. until Isha prayers.
World Health Organization WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said on Monday that there had been 220 suspected deaths in the current Ebola outbreak, and that a delay in detecting cases meant responders were now playing catch-up. We are urgently scaling up operations, but at the moment the epidemic is outpacing us, Tedros said, adding that countries bordering the Democratic Republic of Congo, the epicenter of the outbreak, should take immediate action.
Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi on Monday met visiting Prince Rahim Al Husseini Aga Khan V Fair at the Lower Chitral Airport, where the latter assured him of investment in the province. Prince Rahim arrived in Pakistan on Wednesday for a week-long visit, his first to the country since being named the spiritual leader of the Ismaili community last year.
Sarah Khan and Falak Shabir announced the birth of their second daughter on Saturday. The couple named their little girl, Rania, and Khan called her their teeniest blessing and newest love. She posted a series of pictures on Sunday, including one of the welcome the family had prepared for their newest member and another of the little angel sleeping peacefully in our world at last.
A Hong Kong astronaut has been launched into space for the first time aboard China's Shenzhou 23 spacecraft. Li Jiaying, a 43-year-old police officer and mother of 3, serves as the payload scientist in the 3-member crew who made their way to China's Tiangong space station on Sunday night. At least 19 people have been taken to hospital after a strong smell was reported at a shopping complex in Tokyo. According to media reports, a police spokesperson said a man had sprayed a substance at a cash machine on the ground floor of the building in the luxury Ginza 6 shopping centre on Monday.
China's President Xi Jinping has hailed Beijing's unbreakable friendship with Pakistan as he met visiting Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, seeking to deepen their all-weather partnership. Pakistan is among an exclusive group of countries China regards as an all-weather strategic partner, with ties featuring close economic, trade and security cooperation.